Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just start. I'm not sure if this was a good time to do my daily moon transits. Um, Maybe the 1 o'clock was a better time, but we're going to go ahead and just get going. So today we're going to be talking about the nakshatra of Maga. That's where our moon is at. It's in the sign of Leo. Um, and of course, it's conjuncting our sun today, and not just our sun, but our moon. So let's just talk a little bit about that. One, I know that we all been going through some really hard times with these transits and what the events that are going on in the world between the coronavirus, um, the um, the economy not doing well, being in isolation. Of course, we have riots going on and protests, as well as just so many dirty secrets and corruption from our leaders coming out in the open. So we're dealing with a lot. And with the moon being conjunct our sun, um, we can feel really kind of, I guess, our state of mind be a little bit more on the dark side, maybe a little bit more depressed, wanting to be isolated, our state of mind not feeling very comfortable, especially with Mercury there. We'll probably be seeing a lot of us looking in the past, maybe trying to dig a little bit for the truth. Because I think we're going to come to the realization is that we're just not being fed the truth right now by the social media. Um, because Mercury does rule the house of Gemini, and that is exactly where Rahu is at and Venus. So with us trying to really internalize this, I bet you anything we'll see a theme in our life today. Also, looking back in history, looking back at our ancestry, to see how they handled their hard times. You know, what did they go through? How did they handle it? And what are we bringing forward from our ancestors, from our history, moving forward into our future? Because, you know, Malka is about our ancestors and embracing that higher knowledge and that higher wisdom because you know what? They've been through it. They've been through really, really tough times. And I know it's hard to think that other people have gone through hard times like we are today. And but I tell you what, everything was new to our ancestors. You know, when the depression hit, when the stock market broke out, you know, during their flu epidemics, um, it was the same feelings that they had. I mean, they really struggled. So they have a little bit of that wisdom and that higher knowledge, the higher intelligence in how to get through such hard times that we're going through today. Now, also, I want to point out that again, we have some prominent planets that are in Gandanta, and we're all in fire signs, and every single sign from Ashvini to Maga to excuse me to Mula is all ruled by K2 or associated with K2. And K2 is about our higher knowledge, intelligence, but K2 is very cutting. Again, it's a headless snake. So it's the portion of the snake that has no head. So we may be seeing people really act out today with fiery tempers. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to be mean. They're going to really be acting quickly without thinking because, you know, Ashvini is all about going really fast, um, as well as being a healer. That's the other side to these transits. But be careful of our temper. When we are angry and we want to act out or speak out without thinking, we can really trigger an event that could be of severe consequence, that can really cut things off in our life that we don't want to have cut off. So just be careful speaking out of turn or speaking too quickly or acting too quickly without thinking. Please count for that 10 seconds um, before you speak out of anger. Mars shouldn't be talking. Remember, when we speak out of anger, we can really damage our relationships with others as well as ourselves and the things that we've built up in life. So let's be really careful and thoughtful. Now, with that also being said, being really careful today, especially with the moon being there might be some accidents, car crashes, because people are driving without thinking. They're kind of maybe in another world, in another state. Um, so maybe out even, drinking or, just doing silly stuff and not paying attention to where they're going. Also, we want to be careful, especially if we're dealing with building homes or even homes, definitely like churches or some type of temples, religious facilities, if you will. There could definitely be some fires and destruction, hopefully not by arson. Well, hopefully not by either way, but either by accidents or even arson that could be happening today also. This is a good trigger for it today. So watch out for the fires, most certainly. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to share today. Well, actually, there's a couple more things. So let me just kind of get to my notes before I end this too quickly. So, K2 is about, again, our intelligence. And I know that I was speaking of, really some negative things that can be sparked today, that spark of anger that can, really go into a lot of damage, but how we can use personally these energies today without going so much outward with them, but turning them more inward, is that we can really get connected with our higher intelligence, with the universe, with God or whoever your God may be, on that higher intelligence. Today's really, really, really good day to do that meditation and tap in to that creative higher intelligence. You can get some really good downloads from the universe today if you use these energies. Perfect day for it. Also, this is a good day to really work on your health because, again, even though I was saying that we can act um, out of our tempers and maybe do some damage with relationships, on the other flip side of that, we can really do good because Mars is in Ashvini Nakshatra, and these are the Kumar twins. These are the energies of healing. So if we really use his energy right now and maybe go kind of seclude ourselves and go inside, maybe we can find a healing for ourselves. This is a perfect time to embark on a new journey for healing our mental health as well as our physical health. So great energy to pull out what doesn't work for you health wise, mental or physical, it doesn't matter. And so we can plant a new seed and maybe start a new avenue or journey in a self healing program. Or maybe, our doctor will find a new pharmaceutical medicine for us that can bring us into some type of other healing journey that will actually find healing. So let's look or let's tap into those energies also. Another energy that we can use for ourselves today is the energy of non-attachment. So what is it in the past that we have an attachment to that's holding us past from propelling us going forward? Or are we trying to oppress our children with you must do this because this is what our ancestors did, instead of letting them find their new or own creative way of working through their life's journey as well as ours. So yeah, we want to take the wisdom and the intelligence of our ancestors, but what worked then doesn't mean that's going to work now for us. What worked 20 years ago isn't going to work for us today. So we want to take that higher wisdom and that higher intelligence and, yes, apply it to our new founded wisdom that we can really gain today. Is great energy for that. So don't hang on and attach to something that doesn't work anymore. Our ancestors wasn't asking for that. Yes, they want to be remembered, but they want us to continue to evolve. They want us to continue to build our lives to something that's better, right? That's like I'm sure that your grandpa doesn't want you to live in the exact same way and state that he lived. He worked really, really hard to better his life so that you can have a better life and be able to propel yourself forward. So just as they were evolving, they want us to evolve also. So we always build upon one generation to the next generation as we continue to evolve upon those past generations. So just keep that in mind also. What else do I want to share today with you guys? Um, honoring, definitely honoring and upholding the older traditions, but not in a way that is oppressing us by any means. This is a great day for leaders to be more reflective, and they don't, I wouldn't advise, especially if you're in a leadership position, I don't advise going out and just speaking your mind and really not thinking and self-reflecting before you do it today, because it may not be taken like you want it to be taken, and you can really spark some anger. Again, that Gadanta point, and maybe get a movement going that you did not intend to start, and it can be actually quite violent and very angry. So for leaders, be really, really careful today what you're saying and how you're saying it and why. Make sure your intentions are really good. People's minds, they're just kind of on the darker side today. So, and I'm just going to kind of see uh, if anything else that I wanted to point out today. But I think, really the flavor for the day today, you guys, is feeling more grounded, really stabilizing your emotions, go into that meditation. Don't be all out and wild today. It's not a good day. The energies are not going to take you exactly where you want to go. So really be more balanced in your emotions and your decisions today. So tackling past life issues, beautiful day for that. Again, that meditation. Um, we don't want to overanalyze though our feelings and overanalyze things. So we want to be really careful that we stabilize our mind and not overthink it. It doesn't have to be something really, really dramatic, you guys. It could be something, just take it simple. It can be like when we're healing, it doesn't mean that we have to go into this whole state of deep healing and it's got to be dramatic. It really doesn't. Keep logic in there. Don't overanalyze it. Keep check of your emotions. Healing can take 5 to 10 minutes, and it can be really, really something simple. It doesn't have to take hours or days and be really dramatic. I know that's what we thought and how we were kind of leading that in the past, but this is the new future. We have new information that's coming out. We're always evolving. So maybe, something we thought that we had to do in the past, we're finding out, today that maybe, oh, you know what, this could be simple and I can do it this way. And it doesn't have to be, cost me thousands and thousands of dollars and days of weeping and sorrow. It could be just something really simple, a light bulb clicking on, if you will. So just keep that in mind also. Um, So yeah, just today's just a really, really good day, you guys, to be honoring our ancestors and what they have taught us and where they brought us up today so we can continue to evolve um, in our generation and the generations after us. So, and just really a good time healing through the spirits. and good time to really reflect again and meditate and do those rituals that mean a lot to you and really connect with our ancestors and with the spirits, our guardian angels, with the universe. Beautiful day for this. Um, Another thing, so favorable activities, ceremonies of all kinds, um, again, stage and public performances could be really good, but please, again, be really careful what you say and what kind of movement that you're trying to trigger, because we're at a Gandanta point. So even though it's a favorable activity, really do it with caution in what you're saying. Researching one's lineage, anything involving the past, historical and classical studies and research, upgrading to a higher and better quality in possessions and jobs is a wonderful day today to do that. Undertaking career strategies or job promotions. And we know that we're all in a huge change in regards to our jobs and the positions we hold. And so, really tapping into that higher intelligence to give us a higher quality or a higher creativity ability in how do we want to do it, get that creative intelligence triggered and flared up today. Beautiful day for that. It's a good day or a time to seek favors from powerful persons, governments, and other authority figures. So if you got something that you need to ask a favor, today should be a good day to do it. But always go in with your best intentions. Think about it. Don't just go in not being grounded and not thinking about it. Because remember, that the K2, you can really go uh, into somewhere that you don't want to go because you didn't think about it first, right? So be careful in every activity you do. Be careful when you're cooking today. Um, be careful when you're driving today. Be careful when you're speaking out in public today. Just be really careful if you're gardening or doing any activity today, especially if it has to do with fire or knives, and go about it in a slow, methodical way. Don't be too quick. Watch your temper, all of that good stuff. So I really do want to leave this with an air of caution today. Do more inner work and some seclusion. Is it going to hurt you today? Meditation's a good time, or meditating is a good thing today to really do. So I just kind of wanted to leave you guys on that note. Also, I want to let you guys know that my blogs apparently are a little bit too long and people are not wanting to read them. They would prefer to listen to them. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to be um, recording on an Audible the blogs, and I will be posting those on near my blog, or somehow we're going to be integrating it or embedding it into the blog, so you guys have a choice to either read it or you guys can listen to it Audible. So hopefully I will have that done by the end of the day, and I will be having my product launch on September 1st for my program, my main program. The level 1 of it will be available on September 1st. So you guys look forward to that. I will keep you posted as soon as I do get that launched on September 1st. So, and I think that's it for today. Have a beautiful day, you guys, and tap into those energies of getting in that higher intelligence and that higher creativity, and to really work in your own life to better it in every area. And just watch your tempers, okay? And just be careful when you're out and about. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.